Welcome
Hello.
back. It's great to have you here. It really
Thanks
is.
for having me back.
I'll just brag about you for a second. You're going to sell 3 million copies of this album this week. 2.6 million downloads of Hello. 1.1 million in like a week. You make all your own clothes. You're a black belt in judo. You cook really well. How do you get your arms around all this?
It's pretty overwhelming, but it's incredible, you know. And the reaction getting here this morning and everyone being here is so beautiful. It's so nice.
Adele said to me in the commercial break, she said, "I've been here like 3 times before, and no one was ever outside." And now this place is packed.
But they must be so cold.
I don't think they mind, to be honest with you. You said that the success of 21 was scary.
Yeah.
So is it less scary this time around?
I feel like I kind of knew what I was getting into this time. Not that I expected this kind of reaction, but because I'd experienced the success of 21, I was a little less frightened this time because, you know, when it happened on 21, I was clueless. Like, it never happened to me before. So I felt a bit more prepared for it this time, yeah. And also I've got a kid, which is the most grounding thing, as I'm sure any parent will know.
Yeah, I want to talk about Angelo in a second, but after 21, you took time. And then when you sat down, you've been very open about this, to start writing songs for this album, you had a pretty severe case of writer's block.
Yeah.
You said that you couldn't write songs from the same place that you were for 21.
Yeah.
Did you start to worry that you could only write music from an unhappy place?
Yeah, and I think that is the case. And I think it's just a way of channeling it. I don't think sadness is always devastating. It can be quite uplifting and joyful as well. And sometimes you have to let yourself be sad in order to move forward. So once I sort of started looking at it like that, I was quite happy to do it. And also I felt like I didn't need to let myself go this time in order to access my creativity. So that was good.
I talked to you for a few minutes at Radio City the other day, and you told me Angelo is a key factor in how happy you are right now. You've had time to dedicate to him in between these 2 albums since he's been born. Do you get concerned at all that now, with the explosion of this album, that you're going to have to get back on that career treadmill and have less time to dedicate to him?
No, my son comes everywhere with me. We're all good. Like, we're tight. He's the first person I see in the morning and the last person that I see at night, and vice versa. So we're all good. And I make time for him like I always have. That's one of the main reasons that I've been away for so long, is because I was like, no, my kid is more important, you know, and my kid comes first and my music comes second and I come second, you know. So
a lot of us were at Radio City the other night when you held your concert, first concert in several years.
I was so relieved.
Well, tell me how nervous you were, because I watched as that curtain parted.
Yeah.
And you were standing there and you saw that crowd.
I was trying to be like deadpan, like trying to be like, you know, a diva or something like that, and I couldn't. And I saw the crowd and I just melted. I was so happy to be there. I was very, very nervous. After like the second or third song, I was chilled. I was all right.
What do you like when you get nervous? Do you get fidgety? Do you walk around?
Fidgety. I moan. I complain. I try and escape. Like, I try and get out. Like, belch. I mean, like, every level. I'm about to do it, so I'm like so nervous about singing this early in the morning. I'd be like, like backstage.
You said during the concert, you said something I really thought was so sweet. You said it was the first time that your boyfriend had ever had the chance to see you perform in concert. Yeah,
the first time he saw me was at the Grammys, which was the first time I opened my mouth to sing after my surgery. So everyone was just sort of holding on. But yeah, it was the first, my whole show that he'd seen, and he loved it, and it was such a great moment.
So he approved.
He approved. Even if it was rubbish, I think he'd approve.
It would have been a deal ender otherwise. By the way, that wasn't the best I've ever seen you. I watched something on television, online actually, the other day that you did. I think it was for the BBC. Yeah. Where you disguised yourself, and you went to an audition for Adele impersonators.
Yes.
First of all, you're a very good actress.
Oh, thank you.
No, I mean it. I thought you were incredibly natural. What was this like for you?
It was amazing. They'd asked me to judge it, and I was like, no, I want to be in it. I was like, I want to be an impersonator. It was amazing. Nothing had quite prepared me for walking towards like 10 other girls like dressed up as me. That was pretty overwhelming, but the whole thing was funny, but it was also really, really beautiful, like, and I cried a lot during the whole thing at the end once I revealed myself.
I thought, first of all, the disguise...
But my accent was so obvious. I think she'd like him. I said something like that, and I was like, oh my God.
You had a fake nose on.
Fake chin.
Fake chin. I think the funny thing is, could you have imagined 10 years ago that there would be auditions for Adele impersonators?
No, never. There's a drag queen in LA that I really want to see. he looks amazing. He does a really good job. But now that I've done that, it's like opened a whole new world to me, and I want to find all of them.
You are going to sing a song in just a little while on the show. Can you quickly tell me the backstory of the song, because it's really sweet?
Yeah, I'm singing Million Years Ago in a little while, and it's about, there used to be this park in South London that me and all of my friends used to go to all the time, and we just, you know, hang out and chat about everything, and, you know, big things and small things and flippant things and stuff like that. And I drove past it months ago now, and I just burst into tears because none of us were there, and it wasn't just me that couldn't be there. None of us could be there because we all have lives, and we're all adults now.
It's an emotional song. You're going to sing it after a break.
I'm gonna try to.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.